call on African countries to revive their quest for universal health coverage, UHC, by 2020 rang out from the hills of Kigali, Rwanda's capital, a fortnight ago. The event was one of the largest biennial health gatherings in the continent, the Africa Health Agenda International Conference 2019. To advance critical conversations initiated in Nairobi, Kenya during the EHEIC 2017, the Kigali Convention Center KCC was between March 5th and 7th lit with 1,500 participants attending the event from over 40 countries. The upbeat mood, buoyed in large part by the ambience of the event center, was interrupted by the urgency of seeking ways to tackle the numerous challenges bedeviling the health system in Africa. Co-hosted by the Ministry of Health of Rwanda and the African Medical and Research Foundation, EHEIC 2019 focused on the greatest health challenges facing Africa. Participants speak about the event.
We were able to highlight best practices also in terms of innovation and using a mobile phone or any tools that it can be used to accelerate access to universal health coverage. But at the same time, we discuss a lot also the challenges health workers and organizations are facing in achieving the goals.
The message of universal healthcare really resonated. The speakers were great, the people in the audience were receptive. I think all around it was a success.
Very inspirational. A lot of conversation and debates here. And the magic has happened that the thoughts from the communities were expressed here, but globally, the policy makers were also here, and it is important to link those two.
This is one of the largest conferences that is in the health sector and is entirely African, hosted by the Ministry of Health here in Rwanda, and with AMREF, of course, which is the largest health organization that's African. And I really look forward to this being more of the future and making sure that African expertise is really at the center of what we're listening to as we all work towards universal health coverage.
One of the key takeaways is that we leave no one behind, be it in implementation, be it in policy, and be it in everything in between. I really hope that from this conference, you're going to take it forward and take it to where it matters, the grassroots. Because we can talk here, but all talk is nothing if we do not action it. So I'm really happy and excited to see what we're going to do by 2030.
The alluring side of the conference can be seen through the beautiful variety of dishes served in short interval throughout the event. The Development Research and Project Center DRPC, in collaboration with the National Institute for Policy and Strategic Study (NIMS), led the Nigerian delegation for the conference. There was an emotional outburst by a former executive secretary of the Nigerian Health Insurance Scheme when he was explaining the challenges bedeviling the scheme at a side session by the Nigerian delegation.
It's not rocket science. It is the same toy we are talking about. This handset. The tariff or the charge when you first came. When you say hello, it cuts off, they charge you per minute. It came down per second. 40 kobo, 30 kobo, 20 kobo, 10 kobo. Now some people 7 kobo. Capture a kobo per second and assume you talk for 10 minutes. Get 6 naira from each line a day. That would be 165 million times 6. That's 990 million daily. Roughly 1 billion a day. In a month, 30 billion. In a year, 360 billion. You don't feel it. Nigerians will like talking. We keep on talking, and if you run out of, you are itching to go and, to refill again. So this is for me, this is the easiest way to capture painlessly is sustainable, is scalable, you don't feel the pinch, and it's universal because everybody is contributing. Everybody is justified to get covered because you have gotten universal contribution. So for me, this is how we can pool resources.
AHAIC, now in its second edition, arose from the need for homegrown solutions, innovations, political commitments, and lessons from successes and setbacks of other countries in achieving affordable health for all.
One of the key things about this event is the inclusion of young people. There was a pre-youth conference that held some days before the main event, and then we had a lot of youths come out here to demonstrate what they are doing in their home countries towards advancing the health agenda. And I think it's something that we need to take seriously in our home country, Nigeria. The youths need to be included, not just about making noise, but we have to contribute our own quota to advancing this agenda.
I must tell you, and I believe it is correct, you cannot attain universal health coverage without universal contribution. There are some people who are socio-economically excluded, and it should be the responsibility of government to come on their side to pay for them 100%. But when you do household service, you are going to find that houses are categorized from grade 1 to grade 10. Maybe grade 1, 2, and 3 will require subsidy 100%. Subsequently, 4, 5, 6 will require certain percentages, but 8, 9, and 10 may have to pay for themselves completely. So you find that it's a mix. The contribution is not going to be across the board for everybody equally. So there are some that they have to be paid for. And I have come to understand over the years in Nigeria, we have been crying that we have to make social insurance mandatory. Fine, I agree with that, because if it is voluntary, then many people will not log on, because some of them they can't even afford 2 square meals.